I am so excited to be sharing this recipe with you today. Welcome to Karen's Sizzlin' Spice. I appreciate your visiting my channel. While you're thinking of it, click on subscribe for me, won't you? That would really help me to grow my channel here. Today I am making turkey burgers. Now you probably don't think it's very exciting. You might think, turkey burgers? This is a turkey burger like no other. It ain't your ordinary turkey burger. You and your family are gonna love these once you try them. Let me show you how. You know what? I'm not even kidding when I tell you that my mouth has been watering for this turkey burger for the last couple days, ever since I decided that this is what I was gonna make for you guys this week. Here's all you're gonna need. 1 pound of ground turkey, some breadcrumbs, some salt and pepper, some garlic powder. We're gonna use 1 egg. I'm gonna use half of a red bell pepper, sweetest pepper you can find. And we're gonna use half of a Vidalia onion. These are also my favorite because they are the sweetest. And I'm gonna use quite a bit of sharp cheddar cheese in these burgers. And then the surprise is when I put this burger together, I'll show you what I'm gonna put it on and what I'm gonna top it with, which is gonna just make this over the top, extraordinary turkey burger like you've never had before. Okay, to get these going, I'm gonna take this 1 pound of turkey, ground turkey, and pour it into my bowl here. By the way, do you love these bowls? These are Rachel Ray bowls. They're like my everything bowl. I love them. I have 3 of them now. So excited. I just got this gray one with teal flecks in it. It matches my kitchen beautifully. You know what? If you're interested in these bowls, I will leave the link for it right in the description of this video. Okay, so I'm gonna put an egg into the bowl now. And remember, I always beat up my egg outside of my food mixture because you never know if you're gonna crack eggshells in it or if you might get a bad egg. You don't wanna ruin all your food. So I always put it in a bowl first and I whisk it up and I'm gonna put that in right with the turkey. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop up half of this red bell pepper and half of this Vidalia onion to throw into this mixture, and I'll be right back. I just cut right around the core of the red bell pepper. I'm gonna use about half of it in this dish, and I'll save the other half for something else. I'm just gonna cut them in slices, and then I'm gonna dice them. And you don't want them too large, but the nice thing about it is putting the raw vegetables in the turkey. Turkey can be dry because it's very lean, but putting in the red bell pepper and the onion will add moisture to the burger, and it'll add a little bite to it as well that gives it a great, great texture. And you know what? I really love having a large cutting board because I can dice things up and I can move them on the board and get all my mise en place ready for my foods. Mise en place is just preparing all your items, all your ingredients for your foods before you start cooking. It makes for much more efficient cooking. Now for the Vidalia onion, all I do is cut off both ends. There's all different ways to cut up onions, but this is the way I like to do it. I cut off both ends, I cut it in half, and I take off the outer layer. And then I'm gonna dice this thing. This is how I like to do it. I cut through the middle, going this way a couple times, 2 or 3 times, and then I cut it this way. And then I cut it this way, and you've got a beautifully chopped onion. Okay, the next step is just to add our chopped ingredients to the turkey and the egg that I already have in the bowl. Put it right in here. And then we're gonna shake in some salt and pepper. Probably about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. And again, you can taste this to tweak it, and you can add more if you like. I'm adding some garlic powder. Again, I would say that's about 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm adding about 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs to start. And I'm gonna add a good handful, or 2 even, of sharp cheddar. These are gonna be fantastic. I'm taking off my ring. Don't wanna get ground meat in there. And I'm gonna prepare a dish to put these turkey burgers on, just so they don't stick to the plate. And I'm gonna mix these burgers up with my hands. Ooh, it smells good already. The cheddar cheese, and if you know anything about me, you know I'm a real lover of red bell pepper. I love everything about it. The smell, the look, the taste. Okay, let me just wash my hands, and I'll be back to create these patties for you. The next step is to just simply create the patties. And 1 pound makes 4 nice sized turkey burgers. So I like to flatten down my mixture in the bowl. And then I actually just take my hand and divide it up into 4. So you're gonna get 4 pretty equal size burgers. And I'm just gonna flatten them out. Like a nice sized turkey burger. There's 1. There's 2. And then we're gonna need a nice, to cook these the best, you wanna have a nice heavy pan. If you have cast iron, that's great. I actually don't have a true cast iron pan, but I've got these emerald pans that are kind of heavy, almost like cast iron. Because you're gonna want this heat up really high to create a nice brown crust on these burgers. Now that I've got these patties ready, all uniform in size so they'll cook at the same time, I'm gonna get my pan good and hot before I put these on. Did you know that the heavier your pan is, the longer it takes to heat up? So these are pretty heavy. I've had it on a medium heat for a good 2 or 3 minutes. And sometimes to make sure my pan is hot enough, I'll take a little water bottle. And if it sizzles like that, then you know your pan is ready to go for your food. So I'm gonna put all these, I'm gonna first put a little bit of olive oil in the pan. We don't want these to stick. Probably about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And I'm just gonna take each one of those turkey burgers and lay them in the pan. You'll love to hear that sizzle. I'm all about the sizzle at Karen's Sizzle and Spice, you know. They're gonna shrink just a little bit with cooking, and I'm just gonna fit, oops, I will fit them, trust me. I'm gonna fit 4 in the pan here. And there we go. I'm not gonna touch these turkey burgers for at least 3 or 4 minutes. Otherwise, they will stick to the pan. After they've had a chance to form a nice brown crust, they will easily flip. So we're almost at tasting time. You know that's my favorite time of the video. And I'm thinking about the toppings for the turkey burger as I thought about making this recipe the last couple of days, and there's just an endless amount of possibilities. You can put ketchup, mustard, mayo, tomato, lettuce, raw onion, more cheese. But you know what I'm putting on top of mine? I'm putting some crispy bacon and an egg cooked over easy. Wait till you see it when I cut open and all that goo comes out. Oh, it's gonna be incredible. I'll be right back with the egg. I thought that egg would never cook, but it's ready. So what I'm gonna do to put this sandwich together is first I'm gonna put mayonnaise on both sides of my brioche bun. And you might ask, why are you using brioche? Well, I'm using brioche because I have never found anything that I don't like on brioche. So I'm sure it's gonna taste fabulous. Brioche is so buttery and delicious. So I'm topping the brioche with crispy bacon, 2 pieces. I'm gonna put a turkey burger right on top. And right on top of that, I am gonna put on this beautifully cooked, soft, over easy egg. Oh my God, this is so gorgeous. I gotta stop for a second and take a couple pictures, and then I'm gonna let you see how it looks when I cut it open. I'm so excited. Here we go. Time to cut this open. Ooh, I'm excited. Watch that egg yolk flow. Ah, yeah. Look at that. I cannot wait to get my mouth around that deliciousness. So I'm gonna have to go, but please remember, you eat with your eyes first, so you may as well make it beautiful.